Let me just do it this way. Episode 4, Big Boy this week, going down. Episode 4, Big Boy this week. We have a great show, ladies and gentlemen. Bam! Episode 4, Big Boy this week. We have a great show for you coming up, ladies and gentlemen. Episode 4, here you go. Episode 4. Big Boy this week, we got Busta Rhymes air for episode 4. Busta Rhymes, episode 4. That's going to be dynamite, man. Not only do we have Busta Rhymes for episode 4 of Big Boy this week, we also got special guest, big interview with Eladio Carrión. Eladio Carrión will be in the neighborhood. Also, Super Bowl. Behind the scenes. The fun times that we had. So we're going behind the scenes for Super Bowl. And also, Kobe Bryant statue unveiling just went down in Los Angeles, man. We got some great behind the scenes for that as well. New episodes every week. It is going down up in here. So welcome to episode 4 of Big Boy this week. Welcome.
That time.
It's time for Mom
Hey, shut up.
Knows Best.
Mom's knows best.
With Louis G and his mom,
Don't do things crazy.
Lourdes.
Especially you don't have a good insurance.
Oh,
Facts, bro.
Lourdes, I love her.
All the advice.
Mom knows
man.
best. What we got, Louis G?
So I sat down with my mom this time, and with my son Yael, we were just talking about like him growing up. Is he going to speak Spanish? Is he going to speak English? Are we going to do both languages inside the household? Yeah. And she was clearly saying that you're not going to be the one teaching him Spanish, Luigi. All right, here we go. Mom's knows best. I'm here with my mom, Lourdes. What's up, Lourdes?
What's up, Luigi?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
What's up, Luigi? What's up, Luigi?
All right, here we go. Mom's knows best. I'm here with my mom, Lourdes. What's up, Lourdes?
What's up, Luigi?
Oh, I love it, man.
always gets me.
Oh, I love it.
That's my mom.
Yeah, man, I love it.
All right, let's talk about it. Yael, my son, when he grows up, who's going to teach him Spanish? We'd had this conversation already.
Not you. You the worst one.
Yeah.
I don't think you the no sabo boy. What is that? Sabo boy?
Oh.
No, you gonna start.
Yo no sabo.
No sabes nada español.
Oh, my gosh. Why? If it's not me, who's going to teach him? Then you, Myra? Myra knows a lot of Spanish.
Yeah, probably her. Where she work, I assuming she's no more Spanish than you. Like you said, oh, paika. When you're going to buy a paika to Yael, you're going to say paika? Es bicicleta, na paika.
Yeah, I say
Or
that.
you're going to say, hey, Yael, ponte tus zapatos, ponte tu pantalón. No, it's not ponte, it's cámbiate de zapatos, cámbiate de pantalón. Can you imagine your Spanish? No, you're the worst one, Luigi. You must think who's going to teach him.
All right, what else do you see me doing bad with Yael?
When you imagine when you buy him a troca, and when you tell him, hey, don't need your troca, it's not your troca, it's camioneta. Camioneta, Luigi.
So this little toy right here is a camioneta, not a troca.
Not troca. Luigi, I think you have to go to school and learning Spanish.
Oh,
Or send me to
Jesus
Mexico.
Christ.
Oh, you know what? Stephanie know Spanish.
Your sister?
Perfect Spanish because she had degree in Spanish.
Oh, wow.
Español. So tell Stephanie to teach you. Eso le voy a decir a Stephanie.
There it is, man. Mom's knows best.
Hey, man,
Good luck.
do you just add O's and A's to everything?
I do, dog.
Bicyclo and...
It's crazy
Bicycle.
because I don't consider myself
Bica.
a no sabo kid, but then once Myra's like very Spanish, bro, like corrects me all the time. What is that? Parquear? What do you mean you're gonna go parquear? Te vas a ir a estacionar. Like you're gonna go park your car. And I say everything, bro. I'm pretty
Damn.
bad, dog.
Hey, man,
Yeah.
and from your mom.
You're the worst one, Luigi.
Yeah, you're the worst one. Yeah.
I think so in that household.
That's always encouraging when you hear this from your
You're
mom.
the worst one, Luigi.
Yeah,
my
man.
son cannot be a no sabo kid.
Hey, man,
I'm gonna
but,
try
but
my
you
hardest.
get by.
Yeah, of course I do.
Yeah, you get by.
I got enough.
Yeah, and a lot of enough. I just
Yeah.
didn't know that moms are going to break you down like that.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, and tell you
You're
this.
the worst one, Luigi.
All righty, there it is. Louis G, Mom Knows Best right here. Shout out to Lourdes once again, my love.
What's up, Luigi?
There it is, Big Boy's neighborhood. Hello.
What up, big?
Oh, Natin, Ani, Kobe Day, what we got?
Steph Curry.
Yes, ma'am.
Big Kobe made such a huge impact on so many people, including Steph Curry. And Steph Curry had told us about one of the times that he actually met Kobe for the first time, and Kobe gave him one of the best compliments ever.
Kobe Bryant is one of the best compliments I ever got when he recognized that killer instinct behind the smile. And like, Mamba mentality it has a name and it's a thing because you could just see it on his face. Like, I'm out here to kill every single person in front of me to get to where I want to go. But he acknowledged that same spirit, but he knew that I did it with a smile on my face and the joy that came with it. He's like, but don't get fooled. Like, he's coming for your heart kind of vibe. And I appreciate that compliment because, it's coming from somebody who knew what that energy was like.
Do you recognize Kobe Bryant as an NBA player before you get to the NBA? Because I noticed in Underrated, when LeBron asked for tickets to the game, you were stoked about LeBron coming to see you guys play. Were you equally as stoked when it came to Kobe Bryant and your relationship with Kobe in the NBA?
Being a hoop head and being around the NBA circles, my dad playing and all that, I'm a fan, like a true fan of the game. You appreciate the skill set, you appreciate just the mastery of what they do, and it's a shell shock when I made a transition to the league. One of my first preseason games was against Kobe, and we played in LA. What's the old arena called? I'm tripping.
The Staples Center before the Staples?
No, the one before.
Forum?
The Forum. Thank you. We played at the Forum, so it's like, the Showtime Lakers and all, they playing on the same court, and we get out there and coach on the other team, and you're like, damn, I'm about to play against Kobe tonight. This is nuts. And before you know it, that starstruckness or the fandom gets smacked in the face pretty quick because he's calling for a post up and I'm guarding him. And he knows it's a mismatch. And he's like holding my leg and calling for the ball. And I'm like stuck. I can't do nothing. My dumb self looking at the ref, thinking the ref's going to bail me out. Like, yo, you don't see what he's doing? It's like, this is Kobe Bryant, man. He can do whatever. Gets on the block, baseline spin, pull up jumper. And you're like watching it in slow motion, kind of not realizing it's you guarding. So that welcome to the NBA moment is unreal. But you go through that. I know the young guys, it's weird being on the other side of that now, going into my 15th year.
Right.
Being in Kobe's shoes a little bit in that respect. But that transition happens really fast because you realize just again how cutthroat the league is and how everybody's trying to fight for the same thing.
Hey man, I love for one, that was a great moment, man, and I love to hear great talk about great.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
moment.
Kobe Bryant was that. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's a great player, and you hear it from the greats as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. And those are one of those interviews or one of those sit downs where you get a chance when he was explaining Kobe holding his leg.
Yeah.
And watching that in slow motion, and you realize, like, wait, he's doing this to me.
That's crazy.
Neighborhood news, Natalia, what you got?
All right, there have been a lot of celebrity stories about men who have cheated with the nanny.
Yeah, man.
It's all like you hear like Arnold Schwarzenegger,
Ugh.
Jude Law, like Ethan Hawke. A lot of these actors.
Hey, man, when you see Arnold Schwarzenegger's nanny that he cheated with, that's when you know his will was low. And I can tell you that he probably wasn't going downstairs to her till after like 1, 2, 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was convenient.
So there's always this like stipulation if you're gonna hire a nanny, don't hire the hot nanny because the husband will then cheat. Well, this woman, her TikTok video has
the nannies and trainers.
The nannies and personal trainers.
Yeah, man. Men cheat with the nannies and women cheat with the personal trainers.
So this woman is explaining that she has a very hot nanny, but she's okay with it.
I am that average American woman who is stupid enough to hire a Victoria's Secret model to be my nanny. It's so much more about what's on the inside than what's on the outside when you pick your nanny. It's all about energy, the way that you see that they interact with your children, the way that they interact with you. All of those things are so much more important than whether they're a 12 out of 10 or not.
And then
she said she was a Victoria's Secret model?
Yeah, I think she meant like Victoria's Secret model style, like type S, but I did see a photo and she was really beautiful, the nanny. She's blonde, young, really hot, just like really pretty, right?
Would you hire her?
No.
Okay.
1,000% no.
Really? Because
Yes.
of her looks?
Wow.
discrimination.
Yeah, it is, man.
I know.
Totally
You're
done.
right.
Yeah, man, you facial and body.
But y'all want me to be honest, right? I'm not gonna up here and sit in front.
Why you wouldn't hire her? You don't trust Matt?
No, I do, but I think I'm just too insecure for it. I'm
Okay.
just too insecure.
So
I'm
it's
like,
not him, it's you.
it's me. Yeah, it's
Okay.
me. So it would be me. I just would feel a little bit more comfortable as well. But it's interesting because a lot of people were telling this woman, like, your husband's going to cheat on you. And she was like, look, this girl's hot. Like, she doesn't want to sleep with my husband. She's got all these other men probably around her trying to get at her. She went on to explain these other things.
She see that good father and good husband, no
That's
telling.
what I'm saying.
I don't
you can't
know.
trust other people. Like,
Yeah, man. Veto's aunt Anna, she's with us a lot, especially when the kids were growing up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I look at her like, ugh.
Yeah.
Makes it easier. Sorry, Anna, I love you so much. Sorry, damn.
Does make it easier, I guess, if you don't have somebody hot
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
inside your house, right?
Yeah, man.
Like, can you
like I
imagine?
could work in somebody's house.
Yep.
You know what
Me
I'm saying?
too.
Like, yeah, I could definitely work in somebody's
can you
house.
imagine
Jennifer
if-
Lopez couldn't work in my house.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know some people that couldn't work in my house, and that would be upset.
And we'll come back to it. But
Okay.
who just answer one. Who couldn't work in your house? Because you know.
Like, I couldn't tell Matt, like, hey, guess who our new maid's gonna be? It's gonna be Channing Tatum,
Right,
or
right.
Brad Pitt, or Michael B. Jordan.
Go
and
ahead now.
Chris Hemsworth. Oh, Chris
All
Hemsworth.
right,
would
Ani,
make
I
a
already
great-
know for you.
okay.
I'll go to you last.
Okay.
All right, Louis G, who couldn't work in your house?
Kim Kardashian, bro.
Oh, my God.
There's no damn way.
Yeah, man.
I'd be behind her like the whole time.
Yeah,
you need
dude.
help with that?
We both be wearing Skims. I'm like, oh my God, look at this. Look at these Skims right here.
I'd be doing all the work. Do you want me to pick that up?
Hell
I'll pick it
yeah.
up for you.
You're
Like,
like,
what the
man,
hell's happening
I
here?
just put new floors in. You can only walk in high heels. Can you grab this off the top for me?
Oh my goodness, bro.
Yeah,
It'd be
man.
over.
Oh my God, what?
Oh my gosh.
Hell yeah, that'd be bad.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? I'd be depressed on her day off. Like, why you gotta take days off? Yeah, you know.
Oh my gosh.
And I have another person there too that work with us.
Yeah.
When she go to do the laundry, I'm like, don't do the laundry. What are you talking about? She's gonna do the laundry. Right after she finished shaving her mustache, get over here.
Oh my god.
All right, who couldn't work in your house?
Outside
Ani?
of Chris Brown, of course, it's
Right.
Drake.
Drake.
I think he's so fine, especially now that video. You guys, I feel like all the ladies are gonna be at my house trying to get at Drake. Like, we saw the video, so we want
Oh,
you.
that's cute. She said all the other ladies.
Yeah, and I can't
Yeah,
have
we
that.
talking about people that can't be in the house because of us.
Oh no, it's me too. I'm just throwing it on everyone else.
Yeah,
He's so
man.
fine.
Yeah. I would say also for Luigi, I'm surprised that you didn't throw Chris Brown in there first, but you knew that Ani was going to
No,
say it.
Yeah.
I wasn't even
Oh,
thinking about
okay.
Chris Brown.
Is there anyone else that you know could
Jennifer
work in your
Lopez
house?
for sure.
Oh, yeah.
There's no way.
Oh, Jennifer Lopez could not work in my house. My husband thinks she's so beautiful and fine. Oh, I'd be like, J-Lo, get out of here. Stop it.
Hey, man.
And I'll go with you, J-Lo.
Hey,
I
dude,
love you.
Beyonce could work in my house because
Yeah.
I want Jay-Z to stop by. And then after I talk with Jay-Z, then she could definitely work in the house.
Oh,
Hell yeah. But,
Oh my
but
gosh.
and yeah, and I'll have to like design the uniforms too, though.
Megan Thee
Oh.
Stallion, bro.
Oh, my Lord, have
I would
mercy.
love for her
Hey,
to...
dude, Megan Thee Stallion and
Oh
just
my
one of the little,
goodness.
like the little, not the butler thing, but the, what do you, when you cooking food?
An apron?
An apron, just that waist
Oh,
apron.
yeah.
Oh, Lord, have
Ay,
mercy.
Dios
Yeah, man.
mío.
Oh, my
We
God.
never want to leave the house.
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't. I'd be like, man, y'all got to really turn this studio in my house, broadcast quality.
Hell
I come downstairs dressed every day. Like, oh, you shaved? Yes, I did.
Yes, I did. Hey, what's up? You guys with Big Boy this week? Come on in.
Your partner Big Boy this week, ladies and gentlemen. This week, we have a great one, man. We got the legendary Busta Rhymes in the neighborhood. We did a great off-air with Busta Rhymes, man. I've known Busta Rhymes before I got into radio, which is 3 decades. I've known him for over 30 years, man. And I've had Busta Rhymes on the station and just on the show many a times. But this one right here, this is the deepest that I've gotten with Busta Rhymes, man. So I want to give you a piece of Big Boy, off-air, Busta Rhymes. Let's make it happen.
93 rather, when we did the Time album, I ain't put out a solo album until 96 because I still had the same frustration, and the nervous shit was on top of the frustration of not being able to come up with rhymes as quickly as I wanted to.
So you was standing in your own way too, though.
I was super blocking my own blessing and standing in my own way. To the point where Q-Tip, this is while I was shooting Higher Learning in 93. Higher Learning came out in 94. 93, I'm staying in the Oakwood Apartments on Fuller and Hollywood Boulevard at the time, in Westwood. Tupac is staying in there with me. Omar Epps is staying in there with me. Little Daddy Shane, which is Big Daddy Kane little brother, was out there with Omar Epps. There was another brother by the name of Shorty that was Omar Epps' barber. At the time, I wasn't smart enough to bring a barber.
Right.
I never moved and lived away from New York for the length of time that I had to stay out here to shoot Higher Learning. And I had to continuously use Omar Epps' barber. And I found out that I was kicked out the group while I was in LA shooting Higher Learning.
Out of Leaders?
I was kicked out of Leaders of the New School while we were shooting Higher Learning.
So what happened when we thought we saw kind of a breakup on MTV?
That happened when we was doing a Fab Five Freddy interview by the Promenade in Brooklyn. And there was some turbulent energy between me and Brown for, I would say since Scenario came. It reached the apex when Scenario came. Because we was beefing before the first album came out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Before Scenario happened, when it was just PTA and Teacher Don't Teach Us nonsense, we was fighting before shows and then get on the stage, do the show, like niggas was best friends, and then get back off the stage and fight again.
Physically?
Physically, like sometimes lips busted and bleeding in your mouth before we got on stage. And would get on that stage and act like we was the best fucking friends ever, swallowing your blood to make sure motherfuckers don't even see your teeth red. And rhyme, perform, and we high-fiving, and we holding on each other, and we doing a fucking East Coast stomp. You know what I'm saying? and this was the reality of our situation because Brown, you know, he kind of really like led the charge with this group shit. That wasn't an idea of mine. It was his idea to get me to be with him and then, you know, get this and then Brown brother, DJ Higg, he was in Eric Vietnam Salad and Chuck D and them age group. So Brown became the plug too. So when we needed to get on or get in the same room with the Chuck D's and the Bomb Squad and little talent shows that, you know, Chuck D and them was judging and shit, like Brown knew all of that. He had all the intel.
Right.
So we would...
His 6 degree of separation was much shorter.
Yes.
Because he was plug.
His brother...
He was plugged, you had an extension cord.
Right.
Plugged in,
Shit. So, you know, Brown, he always felt like he was the leader of the group.
Right.
Leaders of the New School, he's the brainchild of that. And he also felt he was nicer than me. And he felt he was nicer than all of us. Dinko never was in competition with us like that.
Right.
Me and Brown was in competition like that. It was good because it brought the best out of us, but then the negative part of that obviously is the bullshit outweighed the good that it brought out of us.
Yeah, more problems than profit.
Yeah, definitely.
Man, let me tell you, the introduction, and by that time, you not Chillo skis when we get introduced to Leaders, right?
Right.
Man, I remember watching Sob Story for the first time. Now, PTA, all that go, but I remember Sob Story, I was like, because I consumed hip-hop, I searched it out, I looked for it, bro. I would even get vinyl bust and I would look at the like what the acetate would print, and it'd be like these codes or then sometimes they'd write little messages in there. I love the way the crackle sound and how you were Chillo Ski. You know, I wasn't always Big Boy.
What the fuck? What was your... Go ahead, finish, bro.
So yeah, my name back in the days, bro, was MC Scratch.
MC Scratch?
Yes, because...
How you combine a rap shit
Hold
with
on,
beat?
Chill-O-Ski. This motherfucker. No, ask the question. I'm gonna show you the genius of the name. I know what you're gonna ask.
Yeah, like
MC Scratch.
How did you combine a MC, a rap component for a name with a DJ component for a name?
Because that's what I did.
You rhymed and DJ'd at the same time?
Dude, it was MC for the rapping, Scratch for the DJing. I'm lucky I didn't put my graffiti and all that shit in there because I would have been MC, graffiti, scratch, break dance. Like, you know what I'm saying? But no, you couldn't tell me that MC. Could you imagine MC Scratch's neighborhood? Like, you go, what you doing, man? Oh man, you know, we gotta go to MC Scratch in the morning, and you know what I'm saying? And it's just crazy how at that time you couldn't tell me shit.
That's a fact.
I remember one time I went to this dance and it was hot in there, and I had MC Scratch on my sweatshirt.
Right.
And it got hot, and you would iron your letters on.
Absolute.
Man, that shit, the M start falling off. You know what I'm saying? By the time I finished, I was like,
we all lived through that.
You know, like I'm trying to hold shit up, but that's the tuition into the school of experience.
Real
and
shit.
loving. Like how you would say, Lonzo that did the markers?
Fonzo, yeah.
Fonzo did the markers, so that was like us finding a way. You know, we wasn't going finding shit like, I'm gonna find a way to look like this, to feel like that. Yeah. But so getting back into what we learned from leaders of the new school, Busta Rhymes, and this is out there, it's not like it's groundbreaking, but from Chill-O-Ski, how do you arrive at Busta Rhymes?
The Busta Rhymes shit starts like this. One day, there was a talent show.
Mm-hmm.
We get to the talent show. It's about 25 groups on this talent show. I believe it was in Hempstead, Long Island. Dr. Dre from Yo MTV Raps was one of the judges.
Original
Chuck D
Concept.
was another judge. Right.
Yes,
Original Concept. Knowledge Mean.
Mm-hmm.
We watched all 25 groups get on. Then they said the shit is over. Them niggas ain't never call us. We auditioned. We qualified. We was on the fucking advertisement of the talent show. For some reason, them niggas ain't never call us. We madder than a motherfucker. Everybody leaves. Whole venue empty except for Chuck and them, you know, packing up their shit to leave too. So we sitting looking at each other like, yo, there ain't no way in the world we leaving this motherfucker. All the rehearsing and studio time we done spent on and money we had to spend for these fucking outfits and niggas ain't even give us a chance to get our shit off. We need to go holler at these dudes. We go up to the stage, we was super respectful. Dr. Dre, Chuck, could y'all please give us 5 minutes to be heard because we've been sitting here all night. We did the audition. Y'all approved us to perform, and y'all ain't call us. Could y'all give us 5 minutes?
With no crowd.
No crowd. We did the schoolyard. I started beatboxing for Brown. That nigga spit. When it was my turn, he spit. When it was Dinko's turn, we did the beatbox for Dinko together. They respected the whole shit. And they was like, yo, y'all need to come and meet us at Spectrum City Studios. Let's have us a meeting. So we get over there. When we get to the motherfucker, Chuck D, it's Hank Shockley, it's Chuck D, it's Eric Vietnam Sadler.
The Bomb Squad.
It's Keith Shockley there.
Oh my God.
It's Johnny Juice Rosado there. And Flav running around being jokester.
Yeah.
And some of the S1s would be in, like they was there too, but they wasn't in uniform.
Right.
They just in their regular clothes chilling. But there's a bulletin board on the wall, and on the bulletin board, they got these group names. So they got Leaders of the New School. It looked like it was in the Raiders of the Lost Ark style logo. So Leaders would bend over like Raiders, and of the New School was like of the Lost Ark. And then they had True Mathematics and the Invisible Empires, another group. And then they had Funky Frank and the Street Forces, another group. And then they had Son of Berserk and the Hellraisers as another group. And then they had Young Black Teenagers as another group.
This is on the wall?
This is already on the wall. They got all these group names with logos and nobody filling them shits up. So they didn't even have the artists. They just had the concepts for these groups. At the time, we was called a Destiny 3 MCs.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Chilo Ski. C. Brown is Charlie Brown.
Mm-hmm.
Dinko was already Dinko because Dinko's older brother was a big homie that was getting it in the street. So Little Dinko was what we used to call him, Little Dink. And I was, trying to understand what was Chuck and them doing, because it seemed like some wild, mad scientist shit, because this is when it got real. They sitting there, and it was like some good cop, bad cop shit. So Chuck was the good cop, obviously. Hank Shockley's the bad cop. And they our big brothers, and I loved them both. Even Hank at the time, we thought he was bad cop. It was the perfect formula to how they got shit done. And nigga Hank Shockley go, we might have to break this shit up, man.
The group?
We might have to break this shit up. The group might have to get broke up. Fuck is you talking about? Because all of y'all styles, it ain't gelling right to me. Like, y'all look like each one of y'all kind of fits something else. Busta Rhymes, no, Chilo Ski, you look like you work with Funky Frank in the Street Force. Charlie Brown, you look like you work with Son of Berserk and the Hellraisers. Dinko D, you look like you work with True Mathematics and the Invisible Empire. And we looked at them niggas and said, we like leaders of the new school. We don't know what you talking about because you ain't breaking up shit. We stay in this group right here. Or we ain't doing nothing.
This your first meeting?
It wasn't the first meeting.
But this the real
this was the first meeting wasn't even about the having to make a choice.
Right.
Because that conversation wasn't given to us the first meeting. We just saw them names and was in love with that leaders of the new school shit. So it started there. I think probably 2 or 3 more times after we came back, because they was fucking with the vibe we had. They loved what we was doing. They wanted to hear what we was.
So they had enough to make what they felt was a decision too, though.
Yes, after seeing us 2, 3 times.
Yeah.
They also had a couple of other dudes up there that wanted the names, because there's a couple of other groups that they was already fucking with too. Son of Berserk and the Hellraisers. TA was Chuck D and them peoples, because Chuck D from Roosevelt, TA is from Roosevelt. TA is Son of Berserk. He became Son of Berserk. True Mathematics was another MC they was fucking with, and they wanted to create this thing that they could surround him with, because they didn't feel what he was doing on his own was enough. So that's what the Invisible Empire was supposed to be. Young Black Teenagers became the white boy group. But they wanted the name leaders of the new school too.
Who wanted it?
Young Black Teenagers.
Oh, wow.
They
probably couldn't see young black teenagers too. You know what I'm saying?
That wasn't even an option to them.
Right.
That wasn't an option for them. That wasn't an option under no kind of. They couldn't wrap their head around that. None of us could.
They're like,
you know
so Tap the Bottle could have been LONS from them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Tap the Bottle could have been leaders in the new school. And it's interesting because we was both 4-man groups. Most of us that came up there was 4-man groups unless you was solo. Because even Son of Berserk, even though TA Son of Berserk was the lead MC, it was a girl and 2 other dudes in the crew when you saw the promo pictures or you saw the single artwork. So, interestingly, Hank and them was trying to figure out what was the solution that they could present to us that would make sense and that they believe we would agree to earn getting the name. Motherfucker Hank Shockley gonna say, y'all want the name that bad? Y'all motherfuckers could go home. and write a song called Fuck the Old School. What the fuck is he talking about? What are you talking about, Hank? Yeah, I want the name, go write a song called Fuck the Old School, and whoever got the better diss record is gonna end up with the name. You see who ended up with the name. Obviously, at that time and to this day, can't ever wrap your head around disrespecting any of the founding fathers or the architects or the fucking brilliant minds that gave birth to this culture that we are all fucking in love with on a fanatic levels.
But doesn't that make the assignment even more, not difficult, but beautiful? Because if you would have been like, oh, I got that, that's all day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's scary.
Yeah.
But for a motherfucker that don't diss the old school at that time, you had to really be like, damn, that's not just creative, but it was a low-hanging fruit for you.
We was crying writing them raps.
Yeah.
That shit was far from low-hanging fruit.
Mm-hmm.
That shit is so far from low-hanging fruit that I don't even want a motherfucker to bump into that shit floating around somewhere and put it on the internet to this day.
Right.
I never felt good about that. But what I did learn and love about that experience was how much are you willing to sacrifice to secure the win, motherfucker?
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's what the real goal was. It was never about writing the diss song.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And they knew that.
They knew that, of course, because everything about what they rapped was the foundation.
Yeah.
They did it the way that the forefathers did it. You know, even the way Chuck Rhymes style was when he rhymed on Public Enemy #1 and the echo that he had on his voice, that whole shit was an emulation of like one of them battles that you was hearing on the underground station when I was staying with Aunt Mitzi and Fonzo on the WHBI station and lying and telling niggas I'm selling these tapes for $5. Chuck made himself sound like those moments.
Yeah, bro.
And
is that psychos, life runs and psychos? New is old. No, I'm not no psycho.
That's the vibe.
Yeah, man.
That sound.
Yeah.
When he was on that
1,
shit.
2, 3, way out.
That shit. That was him replicating and giving homage to the forefathers.
Yeah.
And once we got the name, it was off to the horse races. But Busta Rhymes came from, he just one day said, if you gonna be leaders of the new school, that Chillo Ski ain't got nothing new attached to it. You need to be some other shit. And every time we ask you to rhyme, you rhyme with this aggression that reminds me of like you a football player or some type of shit like that. So it's interesting. I know a football player that played for the Minnesota Vikings in 1985. His name is Busta Rhymes. I thought that shit was dope. I just hated the Busta part. Because they had a fucking shoe store called Busta Brown Shoes, and them shits was selling everything you did not want to fucking wear, buddy. Fuck I want to call myself Busta Rhymes for if Busta Browns is the corny shit that ain't nobody respecting the drip of. I like the rhymes part. Let me just be Rhymes. Chuck was like, you trust me. You don't like it? You could go back to the Chillo Ski shit, but I'm telling you, Chillo Ski ain't no leaders of the new school shit. I said, I'm gonna trust you, Chuck.
Wow.
And that was it.
Shout out 92.3 and Big Boy. Called in the radio this morning. I was caller 92 and I won Rolling Loud tickets. This is honestly super dope. I never win anything, so I'm so excited. Thanks again, you guys. Love y'all, and I'll see y'all at Rolling Loud.
What's up, Annie?
What up, bitch?
Oh, nothing. We continue to celebrate Kobe Bryant, man. The unveiling of his statue happens today. And we as a neighborhood, we're going to be out there, man, and just celebrate with the listeners, with Los Angeles, man. God willing, we'll get a chance to see the actual statue. If not, we'll go back to it. But it's going to be a great day, man. And we've had some great moments with Kobe Bryant in the neighborhood as well.
Yep, Megan, especially this. I thought this was one of the most beautiful moments because when he called you, he had just had his baby girl, Gigi.
Oh, no.
And this was after an NBA playoff win, and it was just him explaining.
This is very special. Oh, this is very special. I didn't know that we were hitting this. Best believe that.
Oh, man. Kobe Bryant.
What's up, brother?
Kobe, man, how you doing this morning, brother?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good.
Congratulations on the little one,
on
family.
Your baby girl.
Thank you. Thank you.
That must have been an exciting night.
Yeah. It's many blessings.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. And you know what's wild about that, dude? It's like you already know that it could be, damn, Vanessa at any moment. But you got to go out and there's a job that you have to pull off, and you pulled it off, man. And we get a little one. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Kobe, do you put pressure on yourself? Like you set the bar for yourself sometimes where you're like, damn, I got to go in this arena right now and outperform myself?
Well, you know what? What I try to do is I try to make sure that we're ready as a team. You know what I mean? Like back in the day, I had a role that I had to play, so I really focused on myself and, making sure I did what I had to do to help us win. With this team, it's a little different. I try to make sure that everybody else is ready. Kwame's feeling good, Smush is feeling good. Luke's ready to go, and just emotionally, we're there as a team.
Hey, man,
That's
and
great,
you know what's
man.
wild about Phil Jackson is, like, when we're at the crib or we're at the Staples Center and we're nervous, he sits there like it's just no thing, dude. Like, I looked over at him one point, Kobe, and he was like levitating. You know what I'm saying? He had like a joint in his mouth, and he was. It must feel great, Kobe, for everybody to kind of look into your eyes and be like, okay, Kobe's been here. But then you could also look at Phil Jackson and be like, you know what? Man. He ain't tripping. We don't need to be tripping, so everybody don't trip.
That's where I learned the game from. It's from him, and how to be calm in those situations. And he's just a hell of a coach, man. This guy, he prepares us so well, and he's prepared for every situation. And he trains us as such. So when you're prepared for every situation, it's not something that you really need to get overexcited or concerned about because you're ready.
That is a great clip, and there's different emotion there because I remember that day. Of him calling into the neighborhood and us having fun and talking about Phil Jackson and celebrating, the birth of his daughter. And it didn't even dawn on me that it was Gigi that we were celebrating at the time, man. Like, oh, that's a different kind of a clip and a different kind of playback, and it's a different kind of emotion when you hear it back.
Definitely.
And you could just hear it, man. We're celebrating.
Yeah.
And the times we had Kobe Bryant in the neighborhood, man, we would laugh. You know what I'm saying? We would clown.
Yeah.
We would freestyle. You know what I'm saying? He called us up. We celebrating his princess, man, and that's another reason why we'll continue to celebrate Kobe Bryant.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Not just on any personal level. It's just the way that dude, what he meant to us. Big boy, this week, man, we had a chance to go to the unveiling for Kobe Bryant's statue, man. And when we were there that day, his beautiful wife, Vanessa Bryant, got up. She did a great speech. And, you'll see Vanessa, man. And if we feel a certain way about losing Kobe, I can't imagine what she feels, man. And just looking at her and, you see the strength. You see how proud she is of the accomplishments of her husband. The love that's in her eyes. You can still see, to me, the hurt and the pain, of course, but we had a great day. It was a beautiful event out there at the Kobe statue unveiling, man. So many people showed up. We want to take you behind the scenes right now to the Kobe Bryant statue unveiling right here, Big Boy, this week.
You meant a whole lot to Kobe. We appreciate you for being here and sharing your memories of my husband with us today. As I see today's current generation of star players follow in Kobe's footsteps with huge scoring games, I know he would take pride in knowing that he is still pouring inspiration into the game that was so special to him. I don't want to reveal too much about the statue before you see it, so I'll leave you with one of my husband's amazing quotes. Leave the game better than you found it, and when it comes time for you to leave a legend. And that he did.
it was such a beautiful moment, but it was also a situation where like we always knew Kobe was going to get a statue, right? It's Kobe. That's the house that Kobe built. But we never could have thought that Kobe wouldn't be here to be with us for that moment. So it was beautiful, but it was a little sad at the same time too. It was bittersweet. Thank you, Big. But you know, this statue means so much, and Vanessa Bryant gave these details of why this statue is so important.
Because fans all over the world and the City of Angels loved Kobe so much. He will have 3 statues in front of the arena, also known as the house that Kobe built. One wearing the number 8, one with our beautiful daughter Gianna, and one wearing the number 24. One detail you may notice on the statue is that all of our daughters' names are tattooed on Kobe's arm. Although some of our girls weren't born at the time of that particular moment, that specific detail is for Kobe.
Yeah, man, I love that.
And you could hear it in the crowd getting to realize that, oh my gosh, we're getting 2 more statues. They're going to honor Gigi as well. And just knowing that he's going to be wearing his other number in his jersey. Because that was like a lot of people were wondering, what number is he going to wear? Right. But the other big question was, what is the pose he's going to be? Because there's always somebody like, oh, they should have done this pose. And I love that Vanessa said this.
And for the record, Kobe picked the pose you're about to see. So if anyone has any issues with it, tough.
I love it. Hey, did that come over on the TV already?
Yes, it was live. It was uncensored. It was the perfect moment. And so that pose that she's talking about, of course, is after that 81-point game that he had. Man. And he was walking off the court wearing number 8. And it was just getting this
hand in the air.
Yes, the finger, the wrap on the arm. I mean, it was the perfect pose. And knowing that Kobe picked it as well,
I love it.
It's such a great moment. I'm so happy that it's finally. I can't wait to see it in person, which Big, you've got to see it in person.
Yeah, man. And I'm going to tell you, when they did the unveiling, I was like, it looked huge.
It's massive. It's like 19 feet or something like that.
Yeah, man. So I don't know what the others are in comparison, but it looked huge.
Yeah, you look so tiny in the picture compared to that.
Yeah, man.
Like, and you're tall.
I'm not 19 feet either.
No,
no,
but you are tall.
Yeah, that is true. But I was like, wow.
Imagine Ani next to it.
Oh, my Lord.
Ani's fun size.
And, fun size. Hello.
I'm always going to remember where I was at when they unveiled Kobe's statue at Crypto.com Arena, bro.
Same.
That's so dope. I spent it with you guys. We were at LA Live. So many Laker fans out there. We ended up finding a restaurant where we were there. There were so many Laker fans already. We were watching these like old highlights of Kobe, his game. But once they did the ceremony and the unveiling, everybody was locked in, man. And I had to get instant reactions from fans and ask them, like, what did they think about the statue and some of their favorite Kobe moments? All right, here we go. We're at LA Live right now, man. We're feet away from like the unveiling of the statue right now. We need first reactions on the statue, on the pose, what Vanessa talked about.
Man, it was beautiful and amazing. And the pose is the 81 pose when he scored 81 points at Staples Center January 22nd, 2006. And what Vanessa said was beautiful, and the best thing what you could do is learn the Mamba mentality and keep going and don't ever stop.
I love it, dog. I love the additions for the tattoos with the daughters' names. That's a special significance right there, bro. It's not just a Gigi, but it's his other daughters, too.
Statue, man, he's what we grew up with. He's a hard worker. He brought championships to us. Hard-working dude, man. Unbelievable. I'm here witnessing it again, you know, something amazing.
Felix, let me ask you, first reactions to the statue, bro, the speech, the unveiling. We're here in LA now.
I loved it. Vanessa approved it, so I'm fully 100% behind it, my man.
I love it, bro. How long you been a Laker fan for?
My whole life.
What's your favorite Kobe memory, dude?
My favorite Kobe memory was the lob to Shaquille O'Neal against the Trailblazers, bro.
Damn, there was a lot of lobs, too, but that one specifically, huh?
No, that specifically was the one, bro. That's the one. That's the only one that comes to mind.
There it is. Let me talk to my camarada over here, my twin brother. ¿Qué huele, güey? ¿Cómo te llamas?
Eli.
Eli. Oh, that's not a Mexican name.
No, I'm not Mexican.
You look more Mexican than me. What the Eli?
I know, bro.
Eli, what are your first reactions, bro?
Amazing.
How long you been a Laker fan for?
Oh, all my life, bro.
Kobe fan?
Oh, siempre.
All the time.
All the time, yeah. I remember in 96, my bro, he's like, Kobe. I was like, all right, Kobe. Yeah, all my life.
There it is. Thank you, Eli. Appreciate it, bro.
Grinding all my life. great audio,
I had
man.
so
People
much
were really out
audio
there.
to go through,
Hey,
man.
dude,
There's
I
so
know
many
an Eli
fans.
Salazar that I still talk with right now.
Oh, really?
He's Mexican.
Oh, maybe it's him.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But you said this guy wasn't.
Yeah, he looked Mexican as hell.
Yeah, man. You didn't find out what he was?
No.
Oh, okay. Because I thought I heard some
Yeah,
Spanish too, so
he did.
all good, man. But it was a great day out
Yeah,
there,
dude, it
man.
was so much fun.
People enjoyed themselves,
Oh,
man.
my
And it
goodness.
was just like a sea of like Laker
Yes,
jerseys
dude.
and
Oh,
everything.
yeah.
Hello.
Hey there. So are you ready for another riddle? This one is kind of easy, maybe it's not, but what has to be broken before it could be used? So you have to break it, and then you could use it. Thinking emoji. Okay, so you're probably wondering what the answer to the riddle is. And so the riddle was, what has to be broken before it could be used? If you guessed egg, then you're totally right. Because you got to break an egg before you could use it, right? You're not like going to eat the shell of the egg. I mean, I guess you could, maybe.
Hello.
Alrighty. We're back once again, ladies and gentlemen. Big boy this week. Great big interview that we have, right? You guys probably say, oh, well, Big, what are you doing? I also work in doing engineering here at the station, servicing multiple stations here. So during my kind of off airs and peaks when I'm not on, I roll around and just make sure that everybody's kind of plugged in. We built a lot of new studio over there. So while I'm doing that, man, big boy this week, check out a great big interview with our good friend Eladio Carrión in the neighborhood. Love you, Eladio, and love the beard as well. Alrighty. Excuse me, let me push this down the hallway. Thank you, I appreciate it.
Do other stuff. But man, I just sat down one day, I said, damn, I wanna just let the world know how great my mom is, and give her flowers, while I can,
Yeah,
like
she could smell them.
yeah, exactly, I don't want to be like, in a couple of years or something, God forbid something happens or whatever, something happens and I said, damn, I could have done something very beautiful for her, like for her to see it, and like now I can't do it, so now I can say I did something beautiful for her. She saw it, she loved it, she enjoyed it, she went to all the experiences, she's felt all the love, I did the video with my parents, like
Yeah, man.
people know who she is now, and like.
And that's her on the cover?
Yeah, that's her on the cover. Yeah, that's OG mom on the
Hey,
cover.
man, did you tell her this is what I'm working on, or were you already moving down with the album?
She knew all the time. I never showed her anything though.
Right.
I didn't show her the cover maybe days before it came out. The songs, she heard it like when the album came out. I didn't want to show her anything. Like,
what did she say? Like her initial introduction to an album that's titled after her.
She was just so grateful. If it's like anyone knows my mother, she's the most down to earth, humble person in the world. She's like, she sometimes does. It's been a while since we've been successful, and sometimes she still doesn't like grasp like, what's happening still. So like she's she's from the country in Puerto Rico, like from the country. So. And this is like a lot of stuff is like still new to her, so it's just very cute to see her.
Yeah, man.
Go to space like places and like people going crazy when they see her and stuff. Like, it's nice.
Hey, man, so she's become just from the album in like the last month? Not even a month.
Yeah.
She's become like on a different side of success. Like, oh, that's Maria right there.
Yeah.
Man, that's something more. That's something beautiful that you can hand to your mom, bro. Like. I'm a mama's boy. The only tattoo I have, man, is Ida's son. That's the only tat I have is Ida's son. I'll always be Ida's son. And my mom passed in 99. Oh. And you do find yourself, Eladio, sometimes I find myself saying, man, I wish I could have. You know what I'm saying? Did these things. I just couldn't. I bought her the house, but I wish I had more of the success years.
Yeah.
Because she molded me, and everything I did was in the light and the honor of my mom. So when I saw the album title, saw the video, saw the picture, I was like, man, dude, this is something that money can't buy.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like you definitely can. And it's so important, and especially now when it could have been the turn up album. It could have been the celebratory, and those things are in the album, but it could have been,
It's a more, calm album, more, me album. Like I said, man, I didn't want to, because my last album, bro, the Tremendo, that was like, that's me. That's like my dream album. I got 50 on, I got Wayne on it. That's my dream album. So I said, man, for me to, to be able to get that type of work of art, you know, get these type of people back on it's gonna be time, you know. So I was thinking, damn, what can I bring to the table that's better than the last album?
Mm-hmm.
I said, damn, what's better than, you know, an album from my mother? So that's like probably like the main reason.
Did it feel different? This one going in, like
yeah. Like it felt different because I hadn't like this is like my first album with like, you know, with such, you know, special meaning. Like it's from my mom, you know. So I was very excited for it to come out. But also, like I know my fans. I know what they're waiting for in an album. And I know, like, you know, after that one, they want to some hardcore, you know, trap or some hardcore rap shit. But like, it was hard for me to like know that I wasn't gonna satisfy my fans. But like, since my fans are they're so crazy and they love my music so much, they understood.
Right.
They understood. Like, I would see the comments in the album. Someone say, "Oh, your last album was better," but then someone pull up and say, "Hey, yo, but you're not understanding. Yo, this is something else. This is for his mom. Like, there's not gonna be and there is like a Mbappe. There's an RKO. You know, I put some hard stuff, but like, there's stuff on this album that I'm never gonna drop. You're never gonna see that many Afro beats in my album, like in this album, or so much commercial or so much R&B. Like, this album is like one of a kind. This is never gonna happen again.
And you knew that going in.
Oh yeah,
and then
yeah.
Plus,
I wanted to do something different because, you know, the same people that say, "Oh yeah, your last album was better," are the same people that say, "Oh, your shit sound the same."
Right? Yeah, man. Hey, man, I saw this. It was Rick Rubin, and he said, and this is paraphrasing, but he said, "You make an album for your fans last." And when I saw him break that down,
that's true. I just saw that.
You saw that?
I just saw it. I said exactly.
Yeah, man, and we'll come aboard.
It.
And then also when it comes to like, there's just something there's something that's just beautiful in music. And then there's something that's just beautiful in moms. We know the most rugged, crazy motherfuckers that, man, they could go and do the worst shit and come back and they mom be like, "Take your hat off, dude." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or even when my mom, it'd be people that were around the house back in the days, be like, "Oh, Miss Alexander, can I carry those bags in for you?"
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They got pistols in their waist or something like that. So everybody has this beautiful connection with moms. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And you fulfilled it, bro. Can you imagine if you would have said, let me just keep going. Let me just keep going, and not had this body of work that you could have given to her?
Man, I couldn't imagine any other way.
Right.
Like I said, man, I'm really big on, you know, emotions and, like, you know, what's happening in the present. Like, at the moment, I just felt it was something I had to do, you know. And it was about time that I wanted to do this type of work of art too, something more commercial, something more, you know, heartfelt. You know, I've been dropping so many albums, you know. I've dropped, like, this is my 8th album.
8th studio?
Yeah, 7th studio album in like 3 years. Right. So yeah, I wanted to give him some.
Wait, you said in 3 years?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Oh yeah.
No, for like 3 to 4 years since 2020. Yeah.
And you know what? Another piece that we played when we did something with you in the neighborhood, and this is just probably yesterday or probably last week, or late last week, was we replayed the story of how when you ran into Bad Bunny and both of y'all were at college.
Oh yeah.
And were you going in and he was quitting?
He was quitting. I was going in. I quit like 2 weeks after.
Man, isn't life crazy though?
Bro, life's been crazy. I've been like, that's why sometimes, like, when I do music, and I told you, like, before in the interview, I told you that I feel like a certain responsibility, because I feel like I've been put in so many positions just to get to where I am, that I feel like I gotta do, you know, I gotta do well, I gotta do right, you know.
Right.
I feel like, you know, God just been like blessing me, putting me.
Yeah, it's almost like you're being navigated
in this position, like the Bunny thing, like just me and him, and like putting him on, just meeting. Bro, the first contract that I've ever signed in my life was with Rimas. Like, I signed the first piece of paper that they put in front of me, and I thank God it was with good people. My managers, my brother, bro, the two people, like, that I most talk to in my like.
Because you hear horror stories.
Nah, bro, like, it's crazy. It's like God has put me in so many positions to win, even though I fought to lose sometimes, and I've been doing shit to lose. He says, I know, not that way. Go this way. It's this way.
Hey, Eladio, let me tell you, man, what's crazy, and I've said this, and the neighborhood is familiar with this, man. It was like, I was already like life on, early experiences. Somebody told me don't let the devil get a hold of you, and that stayed with me, right? But I remember when my mom passed, it felt like my mom was like the agent, manager, everything sitting next to God. And she was like, get this girl out of his life. Do this. And it almost felt like I was just floating.
Yeah, man. I feel
and that's why when you say it felt like things were just coming, and that's why you too say, I can't mess this up. And especially when you recognize like, whoa, there's something going on here. There's something going on here, and I can't F this off, man. Yeah, man.
Exactly, man.
Man, but I thank you for coming into the neighborhood, bro.
No, thank you guys, man.
Man, and probably when you come back, what triplets?
Hey.
Hey, bro, I come back anytime. But it's funny because like when my team told me, hey, you're going to LA. Is there any place you wanna you wanna go? Say if they wanna take me and Big Boy, I would love to go. Like
man,
I
come
love
on,
coming
brother.
here, bro.
No, that's automatic, bro.
So I appreciate you guys. Thank you for the
man.
love,
We appreciate
always.
you, brother, and may your star continue to shine, man. And characters what's being said about you when you're not in the room, bro. And we've said some beautiful things about you when you're not in the room, bro.
Thank you.
And you earned each and every piece of that.
I appreciate it.
Eladio Carrión in the neighborhood, Big Boy's neighborhood.
Hey, what's up, Ed? That's what she said. Oh, I'm doing well, brother. Doing well.
Good to see you. Keep busy.
Man, you gotta do it, man. You gotta stay busy, bro. They making cuts.
Yeah, good to
So, try to keep myself valuable over here, Ed.
Yeah.
Come on over here, man.
That's really important.
This is my partner, Ed. Not only is Ed one of the best guys that work here, Ed is also a photographer.
Okay.
Ed is also, what would you say the work that you do in Africa, man? A tour guide?
Well, I do some guiding and do some volunteer work.
Hey, man, he's keeping that shit very low key.
Yeah.
When we say that this dude, do some guiding, you got to see this dude on these fucking African safaris, bro. Have you seen his work? Fucking amazing. He's gonna take my family on a safari in Africa. Fucking amazing, dude.
Show them some blood and guts, some fun.
And we want to, as a family, we want to see some blood and guts. If we're out there, and you want to see blood and guts with Ed. Boom. Let me get back to work over here.
We got some WLOL. We love our listeners. Who we loving on?
Frida,
we love you, Frida.
Big, but she does not love social media when it comes to her husband because she called us up when we were talking about what would you do if your husband, your wife, your man, your girl, if they were scrolling and looking at other people's pictures on social media.
I'm in between. My husband, he's got caught looking at girls' pictures for a long time, but it's different. If he sees them in his Instagram, I guess it's okay. The pictures are popping out or whatever. Well, now he doesn't have an Instagram because of it. But anyways,
Wait, now he doesn't have an Instagram. Did he cut it off or did you do it?
He cut it off.
Why?
Because he would always get caught.
Oh, so it was because of you.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you.
Pretty much.
All righty.
What up, big boy?
What's going on? He's like, man, call twice if you need us to come and get you. You good? Hey, Frida, what's your man's name?
Ernie. Ernesto.
And let me speak to Ernesto real quick.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yo, Ernie, so you had to get rid of your Instagram, huh?
I had to get rid of Instagram, Facebook. I mean, it was getting into my relationship. It was my relationship. So I was like,
hey, we got to keep it clean, bro. Put Frida back on the phone. Hey, Frida, take away his mouth too. Frida, when was the last time you cheated on Ernie?
I never cheated on him. I've been with him since 2008, and then he went away for 8 years, and then when he got out,
hey, where did he go? He went away to prison?
He went to prison.
Hey,
yeah.
let me holler at Ernie real quick.
What's up, big boy?
Ernie, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, dog.
I apologize, Ernesto.
Yeah, Mr. Ernesto, we in the neighborhood. We apologize to you.
Dispensa, big dog.
Yeah, I don't know why he was locked up, so you know what I'm saying? Go ahead and do that. He did 8, so you still can, get a murder and get out an 8, you know what I'm saying? Depending on what it was. But shout out to Ernie and shout out to Frida. We love our listeners there, man. Believe that. I would tell him to check out all of our new posts from, Vegas weekend, but he doesn't have Instagram. Hello. What up, Ludo?
What the hell's happening to Peso Pluma, bro?
You tell us, my brother.
What's happening with the compa dog? Let me tell you,
Talk
man. So
to
there's
me.
a video that's coming out over a Super Bowl weekend that came out, and Peso Pluma was at the Super Bowl. I know you guys saw him also while you guys were in Las Vegas, but a lot of people saw him holding his other girl's hand.
Really, though?
He was holding another girl's hand. It wasn't his girlfriend, Nicki Nicole, that everyone's all in love with this couple about. But a week ago at the Grammys, the dude was on the red carpet with her.
Very thankful and grateful with all the fans that support and hear my music day to day, and I just have like grateful moments to live, and I'm very happy to live this moment of my life. There's a lot of work this year, but we knew it last year that this year it was gonna blow up, and we are just keep grinding and working everywhere we can go and representing our flag and our country. I'm very happy to live my first Grammy with my beautiful girlfriend Nicki Nicole.
Oh, man. He said it.
That was a week ago, bro.
Damn.
Now there's a video of him holding some other girl's hand. They don't know who this girl is. But then Myra and her mom.
Your girl, Myra.
Yeah, my girlfriend Myra. They're all cheeseman about Peso Pluma, right? So they were talking about, they're like, well, you haven't seen the other video. You haven't seen the other video. There's another video of Nicki Nicole at the airport holding her, like, manager's hand. And then as soon as cameras hit her, they kind of take the hand off.
What's going on, man?
Exactly, bro.
It's one of them arranged things.
What is it when it's 4 people? It's not a throuple. It's like a...
I don't know, but then she put out a cryptic message. Yeah. Then she put out a message talking about her relationship and you shouldn't be treated a specific way. So everyone's like, who did it first?
Hey,
How did they break
video
up?
of him, does it look like he is like really kicking it with this girl?
Oh, they're 100% holding
Oh,
hands,
okay.
dog, walking down the casino.
And sitting down together at one of the tables.
It's obvious he didn't care.
No, 100%.
This is Las Vegas Super Bowl weekend.
So so this must have been before the Super Bowl because, damn, that's a quick turnaround, right, Doug? Like a week.
Right, what must have been before the Super Bowl? This was called from Super Bowl weekend, right?
Yeah.
You're saying from the Grammys to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, from the
was like
Grammys to the
a
Super Bowl, quick turnaround right there.
Yeah, hell yeah, damn.
And then who cheated first or what happened? Who knows? But her holding that manager's hand was like, oh.
I don't know. She did say she found out this way too. She's like, I found out the same way you guys found out that he's cheating.
Right, well, how did he find out?
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't know.
Man,
I
something going
doubt
on,
he would
man.
do that on purpose.
Peso Pluma, call us up.
Yeah,
man.
llámanos, güey.
Yeah, hit us up. 866-246-8933. In case you missed it, what we got, Onster?
Post Malone.
Post Malone, for in case you missed it.
Big, everyone was talking about him the other day because they revealed that he's going to be in the upcoming movie Roadhouse. And when they had originally shown the trailer, they never showed him inside of it. So when they're like, oh, he's going to be in there, it's great. Conor McGregor's going to be in there, Jake Gyllenhaal. So it looks like a really cool movie coming out March 21st. But when we did have Post Malone in the neighborhood, Big, we asked him, he's traveled so many places already. What's his favorite?
I love London.
Yeah.
Amsterdam was dope too.
Oh, yeah. But is it dope even though you don't smoke or?
No, they let you smoke cigarettes there too.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I just, have a smoke and a crepe. Or whatever.
Smoking the crap.
Oh, ooh.
Hey.
Well, excuse me.
Smoking a pancake.
Yeah. Oh, excuse me, Mr. World Traveler. Stamps all on your passport. I apologize. You know what I'm saying? Do you ever go to the red light district?
Nah.
Of course you have.
Nah, I've never been.
Yes, you have.
Come on, man.
You've been to the red light district in Amsterdam.
You didn't even walk by.
Yes, you have.
I promise.
Yeah.
Wait.
Can't
He's a
do
good
that.
boy, remember?
Nah,
my ass. Because anybody that know about Amsterdam know that even the shops that you go to, even if you want to smoke, is in the red light district.
Wow.
There it is. That whole little area is a red light district.
I thought you was talking about the naked ladies in the windows.
That's what you. That's where your head went to.
How'd you know they were naked?
They got naked ladies in windows over there.
What?
Really? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Where?
I was over there. With
That's what I heard. I'd never been there though.
Oh, okay. Because you usually just hit the stage in the cage.
Yeah,
you out,
yeah,
like, give me back to the bus.
exactly.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. So, yeah, if anybody know anything about this, like naked
I
ladies
think
in
that's
windows.
a thing though.
Because I thought I saw a documentary about
Right.
that.
Yeah.
That's in Amsterdam.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I
Where you
think
been?
so. I think so.
Where you've been, right?
Yeah, I've never been there.
But not to that
Not to
Not
the
to
red
that
light
part.
district. I just been to the restaurant where you can smoke, guys. Hey.
There it is right there.
Okay.
Hey, man, I remember one time I was in Amsterdam, right? And people always talk about the red light district, the red light district.
Yeah.
So literally, I was like, man, we were like, where's the red light district? And they were like, you're in the red light district.
Oh,
Like our
really?
hotel. Yeah, and then they got areas that you can walk to, and it's really done. But yeah,
Is that like a sign?
Right.
You're entering
like
in.
I literally walked my son through the red light district to get back to our hotel.
Nice.
Oh, did he get to see anybody?
Oh my God, boy.
Tell him
Oh,
look
man.
straight or look
yeah.
up.
Well, I didn't cut him down. You know, there's crazier alleys or walkways. We didn't cut through that, but he saw where he was like, and he asked me the next day, like, Dad, can we go back over there?
Oh my God, little Jaden.
And now, you know, Jaden will be 17. Like, I would definitely walk him through now. And just like, hey, man, you know, look, don't touch.
Thanks for watching Big Boy this week. I have things to do.
I got a little hungry, so this isn't supposed to be totally in the shop, but I want to get something to eat just real quick. But behind the scenes of Super Bowl weekend, man, went to a party that had 50 Cent. We ran into Fat Joe, 21 Savage, so Too Short. Everybody was at this party, man. I don't want to put the name of the party out there because why would I do it for free? They charged $100,000 for people to be at the table. But we caught up with 50 Cent. We caught up with Fat Joe, man. Then the night that we went out the next night, man, for the after party, of course we saw Usher. After Usher did his thing for the Super Bowl halftime performance, Gin and Juice launched the new beverage with Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre, so we had a chance to go and hang with Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg and see them also perform all the way live. Neo we ran into, Ludacris. Anybody else I ended up forgetting? Luke Combs I had a chance to see. Didn't get a chance to say hello. I didn't even know that was here walking past. But we had a great time, so let's go behind the scene for Super Bowl weekend right here with Big Boy this week. Come on.
No, I paid for that watch. My favorite. No, I paid for that. Not only does he owe me a watch, he owes me Luca Lupe. That watch we straightened out. No, we did not. We did. We never straightened out. We did. Hey bro, what's called up? My wife had to tell me. And I was like, I didn't know that. Can I get it? It was my way and then called him. I was like, damn, you got it. It was my way to start off.
Man, what? Get out of here, bro!
Man, come on!
Why is everybody trying to be in the mix, man? There's only one Mickey Ficky mix. DJ Quest, Big Boy's Neighborhood. You know what it is.
Hello.
All right, so imagine you're a pastor at a church, right? And then some guy comes up to you and he goes and whispers in your ear, "Saca la bolsita. Give me a baggie. I'll take a 20. And you're like, what? Not here, not at church. Because the pastor is selling meth.
Go ahead now.
At church, bro.
There it is, man. The pastor's selling meth.
What's going on?
Man.
What kind of church is this, dog?
Man, what are you talking about, man? It's the Methadonic Church.
The Methadonic Church? What do you mean?
We want to welcome all you Mexican Americans here.
Mexican Americans?
All the Mexican Americans, come on down. Get you some meth. Get you some meth. Hey, man, so he's selling meth.
Yeah, dog, he gets weirder and weirder.
In the church?
Yes, 100%.
Good Lord have mercy.
But Reverend Herbert Miller quickly closed the door when he saw our Eyewitness News camera. The pastor at the Woodbury United Methodist Church is charged with possession of crystal meth, along with intent to sell.
I'm very sad. I mean, this is somebody you're supposed to be able to trust and lean on, and they're supposed to bolster up the community.
Woodbury police officers recently got a tip that Miller was allegedly dealing drugs from his house right next to the church. We're told neighbors noticed lots of traffic at the home at different hours, and someone discovered a meth pipe on the road near the church. Police allege the 63-year-old Miller was providing the crystal meth in exchange for watching gay couples have sex.
No. Hey, bro.
What?
They
like
wait
a
to the
meth
last
addict.
3 seconds to do that?
Sounds like a meth addict to me.
Yeah, my man said he was trading meth to watch gay couples have sex.
Yeah, bro, what the hell?
This dude is in violation everywhere.
Wow.
Wow. Pastor Meth Miller, huh?
Yeah.
Get you that Miller meth. Oh my Lord.
What are you doing, bro?
Oh man. Hey dude, let me
What are
tell
you
you.
doing?
If that's the surface,
Yeah.
what's down the rabbit hole?
Whoa.
Oh my God, man. My man was a pastor selling meth in the church.
Yep.
And I'm pretty sure the house that he had next to the church,
next to
like
the church.
is the, the congregation house.
Yes.
Where
it
he,
was
they
provided
usually
for him.
provided by the church.
Yeah,
yeah,
dog.
man.
I can only imagine what the Sunday Mass is going to look like and how many people are not going to show up.
Oh yeah.
Now that their
Oh,
dealer's
yeah.
gone.
You know how when you're at a church and they say if anybody here visiting for the first time, stand
Yeah.
up? They all probably stood up. Half the congregation. You know what I'm saying? Man.
Oh my God.
Start off with 55 people. By the time it's over, you got 7.
Yeah.
You done served everybody.
Doing midnight mass
Oh, yeah.
for those people who
Oh,
are
my
up
God.
at night.
Yeah, doing different prayers. I need you to come by.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tony, I need you and Andre to come by for a personal service tonight. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man.
Oh, it's all bad. Dog.
I ain't mad at him, man.
Bad
Shout out
pastor.
to him and his Mexican Americans. You gotta love it. What up, Ani?
What up, Big?
Oh, nothing. Anster, what you got?
Big, I'm kind of disappointed in my brother, but at the same time, I feel like I'm
Same.
disappointed in myself because I should have just done more. But Big, so Valentine's Day recently had gone down, and this is the first time my brother has a serious girlfriend where it's met her, met the family, kind of.
And how old is your brother again?
31.
31. All
So
right.
this is his first serious relationship. Even me and the girl, her name is Nat, and I'm like, you're basically my sister-in-law. That's what I tell everyone, and she's like, yeah, I basically am. So we're super, super close. So now the first Valentine's Day is here. I usually try not to do anything or say anything, but he asked for my advice. So he's like, what do you think I should get her? And I'm like, something really sweet, like a necklace with your guys' name
Hey,
on
just
it.
real quick. This is cute love music. This is what Ani sent to me for cute love music.
You don't like it? You're walking down the street holding Veronica's hand.
This sound like one of them movies that don't have a volume, that don't have sound to it.
Black and white.
Yeah, and you just moving real fast like Charlie Chaplin.
I feel like I'm in Disneyland on Main Street.
And then she gives me 19 seconds for a 2-minute segment.
Nice.
I even looped it because it was shorter, and I was like, let me add
Alrighty.
more to this.
Go ahead, honey.
But Big, so I told him I'll go get her a necklace. You know what he did? He orders the necklace the day before Valentine's Day, so it's not going to get here until a few days later. And I was like, how are you doing this on your first Valentine's Day?
Right.
All right, cool. So I gave him a lot of stuff for that. I'm like, all right, you're wrong for that. I'd be upset. But Big, then I gave him advice that you always give us. But I was like, hey, you know what you should do? Big always does this, and it's so sweet. Write her a letter
Yeah,
and write
man.
something so sweet because it's your first Valentine, and he never, ever writes letters to anything. He'll just hand you a letter and say happy whatever it is. So then I saw him sitting down and writing a long
Oh,
thing.
that's
And I'm like,
nice.
make sure you put the date on it too because that's really important.
Hold on, let me get this back up.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
I didn't feel the love.
And then he went to go buy flowers, but he was really disappointed in the flowers, you guys, because it was so expensive. He was so mad at it.
Tell
He's
him
like,
get used to it.
that's what I told him.
And the thing with flowers and Valentine's Day, you can't find them on a different day and say, man, I'll wait these out. I'll buy them now and hold them for 2-3 months.
I
and then
might have
present 'em.
gave bad advice and said you should go 4 days before because they're cheaper, and he didn't listen to me.
Yeah, that's
So
good.
yeah.
And I mean, the presentation is still, 3 or 4 days before. I mean, it depends on how you keep them. They could be dead, but they'll die
Okay.
so fast on her.
Right, but see, Big, my family is so super involved. So right before he went out, we're like, oh, what are you wearing? Are you gonna go out like that? Oh, make sure you do this when you get there. And I'm sure
Everybody is dating her.
the family, kind of, yeah, basically.
And how old is he? 14? What is he?
31.
Oh,
No,
okay.
no,
So this
everyone's
isn't
so
like a
involved.
homecoming dance, right?
No,
And you say
no.
the parents already spoken everything.
Oh yeah, they went out to dinner. Now they call each other every day.
And how long they been together?
3 months.
All right. Want to thank you guys for hanging out and watching Big Boy this week, ladies and gentlemen. Not really supposed to eat this, and I don't think I am. Oh, look at this! Wow. Hopefully they give discounts. This is expired. Go ahead and put this back in here for the next person that don't look at dates. But definitely want to thank you guys for hanging out with us for Big Boy this week, man. Once again, Busta Rhymes off air had a great moment with Busta Rhymes in the neighborhood once again. You can find that entire interview, man, and it's a great 2.5 hours or 2.5 hour plus interview with Busta Rhymes for off air. Make sure that you check that out, radiobigboy.com. It's right there for Big Boy TV. And as you're watching that great Busta Rhymes off air, you can also subscribe to our channels as well, man. We took you behind the scenes, man, for Kobe Day. Well, not Kobe Day, but the unveiling day for Kobe Bryant statue in Los Angeles, man. That was a great event, great moment. Ran into some great people and saw some great people say some of the most beautiful things for Kobe Bryant as we took you behind the scenes for Kobe Bryant with the statue unveiling. Also for those out there, man, Eladio Carrión,
Thank you for being in the neighborhood, Eladio. Appreciate you. Appreciate the beer. Appreciate you for hanging out with us in the neighborhood. Thank you for hanging out with us once again, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully you enjoyed another week of Big Boy This Week. Until the next episode, we'll see you. Hello.